What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Pro Winston here with a very, very close friend of mine, Frazier Smith. How you doing, Frazier?
Good, good. I just made top 8 at YCS Dallas. So I played Nazar in top 8 and I lost to him.
How do you feel about losing to him?
You know, a lot of people have a lot of bad things to say about Nazar and like he's a stacker or a cheater or like very lucky. But honestly, if you looked at the way the games went outside of game 1, because I just lost in like 2 turns. But like game 2 and 3, like he played his ass off. Like I have to give him credit. Like he played the game. Even Billy pulled me over to the side after the round was over. I was like, yo, he played really, really well. Like those games. Even though like game 2, it was a couple of misplays, but it wasn't like anything like really ridiculous. It was more like ruling problems. Where like he still played his ass off. So I give him like definitely kudos. And then also winning again, going undefeated. Like you obviously get a lot for that.
He is the next Adam Corner of the era. So
congrats, Nazar, for sure. Oh god, you don't want to be at him.
Yes. Well, that's in my later videos. Let's start off with the monsters.
All right, it's 3 Rabbit, 3 Torga, 1 Sagan, 3 Veiler. I chose not to run Maxi. I just don't like. It's only good against Windups in my opinion. I don't like it against Rabbit really. And even though it's strange because I started siding it against the Rabbit players because I felt like they were going to be lucky enough to have Rabbit. So and it did work out in my favor even against Nazar game 2 and 3. But I played 3 Veiler because I was afraid of Insectors. So I felt like Insectors would be like a big deck this weekend. 3 Guaiba, I chose at first last night. I didn't have these in my deck, and then I just like I walked up to like Alistair and them, and they were just like, "Okay, you're making a really big mistake. Like this card should for sure be in your deck." And I was just like, "All right, this is probably right." And there's like 6 normals and Gores because I always play Gores because in YCS you're going to play against a couple people who just don't know what they're doing.
No Spare Reaper.
No Reaper. I don't play any like weird tech cards like that. I should have run Soldier. I had it in my deck. Then 3 people who I know were like, you're making a mistake, you should not run Soldiers, it's so dead. We tested with it like 20 games last night and we never were able to drop it, and I was like, alright, I'm not going to play it. And then coincidentally, I lose the game because of Soldiers. 2 Phoenix Chain, 2 Warning, 1 Torrential, 1 Rare Force, 1 Deep Prison, and 1 Solemn Judgment. And then there is 3 MST, 3 Lance. Just like I said in my article about Forbidden Lance, like I feel like you always this card's amazing. It makes it where I learned something. In Long Beach, if you summon Logia and you don't have a Lance and you set all your back rows, you're susceptible to Heavy Storm. But if you have a Lance, you can set as many as you want because they can't go like Dark Hole or Mind Control or Smashing Ground, then play Heavy Storm and like win. So I learned that in Long Beach the hard way. Smashing Ground, 1 Smashing Ground. I like that card. It's pretty good. Okay. Mind Control. I think you should always play. I think this card should be in every deck first of all. Like in sectors, like it's gonna be a lot of mirror matches. Level 3s, they veil your monster, you Mind Control your Sangan. It's like. I feel like this card is broken. It got me through like my Rabbit Mirror match. I got some Cabazzles and I some Cabazzles Mind Control. Which is very sad. Monsterborn. All these are staples. And side deck. 2 Decree. This card just. I feel like it's one of those cards you just have to have every event. Like I'm apparently Chain Bar on top. I think.
Yeah.
I think he was siding into Insectors, which is pretty smart. But even still, I would still put Decree against him. Since I knew his deck, I would also put in Necrocosmos since he's playing the Sectors, but I feel like this card is just insane. The guy who got second, I got 2-0'd by him yesterday. Like it wasn't even close. He misplayed. He summoned like the Light Dragon 2500 thing, and he had an Eclipse, a Light Pulsar, and he had an Eclipse Wyvern move that had JD. He had 4 different Light Swords, and he was like, summon Light Pulsar, summon Lila, attack, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, he's like, yo, I was like, draw, and he like tried to add the JD to his hand, and I was like, what did you, like he did it really quick too. It was like, show. He just was like, I was like, what did you just do? I was like, there's the JD right there. He's just like, Eclipse Wyvern. I was like, you don't get that. He's like, it's mandatory. I was like, no, it's optional. It says you can. So he's really salty. So I lost to him. I got 2-0. It wasn't even like a close. It wasn't even like remotely close. And 1 Shadow Mirror because I'm this scared of Dark World and Insectors. This is how scared I am of Dark World as well. So Alistair, I think Alistair gave me these. These are like D-Man something. They are really nice. I was about to side him against Windups, like jokingly, because I was like, I know it doesn't discard as send, but like I was wondering if maybe the guy wouldn't know that it said that. I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. I sided 2 Maxis for Windups because every time I play Billy just destroys us with his stupid Windup deck, and it's garbage. I just want to make sure everyone knows that Windups are still garbage. But I side Maxis because he put the fear of God into me by playing that deck and always looping me turn 1 every time he wins the die roll. So, and I did actually win against the Windup decks that I played this weekend because I sided Maxi. And 3 Snowman Eater. That's just like I feel like a staple. You can main them. I don't like to main them, but because I feel like a lot of Insectors will be here. So 3 Snowman Eater, 1 Smashing Ground, and Steven Silverman won me a whole match today, like because I played against the rabbit guy, and turn 1 he goes summon rabbit, like it's game 2. He goes summon rabbit, set 1, go, like make Logia, go, and I'm just like draw, and I max him, so I have 7 cards in my hand, and I'm just like, I have tour guide, he has a rabbit move, and I'm thinking about, I'm like, yo, this is 8,000. I'm like summon, I'm like, Electric Versus Monster, take it, like summon tour guide. He's like, I will activate Phoenix Chain. I'm like, okay, I will Lance tour guide so that his Phoenix Chain will stay there. And I make Livier and go to double saber, so it's not attack. And I'm like, he's like, so what am I? I was like, that's game. He's just like, what? I'm like, that's exactly 8,000. So he like, as it was telling, I'm like, I wrote an article about this. Like, how do you not know this? He's just like, I never knew this was 8,000. I was like, it's exactly 8,000. Like, I wrote about this a long time ago. He's just like, 19, 19, 24, 18. It comes up 0. He does it again. So this card, I think, is like, I mean, if you want to be very lucky, it also is good against dragons. You could take their Red House Darkest Metal and bring back your Logi or Dolk that they killed, and you can just like, for that, like you can kill them that turn. You haven't even summoned yet. You like take Red Eyes, summon my god back, summon Tour Guy, kill you. Game. So I feel like this card might be sided in triplicate from now on because I know there's going to be a lot of dragons from now on. Like,
I think I'm going to switch to dragons because I didn't know that deck played Light Swans.
I wrote an article about it, and
well,
you
shit.
didn't read my article.
You should have texted me late at night.
About dragons.
You know what? You know what, Frazier? You got the digits 347. You know what? Not right now. How did you feel about? Sorry. How did you feel about playing that?
This card?
No. These 3 Snowman Eaters in the side deck. And not in the main as everyone else, because that's probably one of my concerns. Is I probably would have main decked that card if I played Rabbit.
What happened to me in Long Beach changed me. Like I was playing these in my main deck in Long Beach, and I made it all the way till round 12, like when a bubble, and I lost. And I drew it late. I drew it against Insectus, which was one of my losses, and it made me frustrated against that. And I drew it, and I was losing because of it. I didn't play that many Rabbit players in Long Beach because you figure 12 rounds, 4,000 people. You're probably not going to play that many of any deck, like to be honest. But I did, in fact, play 3 Insectos, only like 2 Rabbits. So this card made me lose a couple games in the main deck, and I just wish it was something else. So I think I took these out for Veilers. I feel like Veiler was a well-rounded. I feel like everyone's playing Tour Guide, and if you're not playing Tour Guide, then you probably don't really want to win unless it's like Heroes or something. So I just like Darkwood plays Tour Guide, like Rabbit and everything. So I feel like Veiler's just a better card.
All right. In Chicago, would you play the same deck?
No, absolutely not. In fact, in Chicago, I'm actually thinking about playing Dragons now. Because, no, I'm serious, because I was like, yo, I said, and you guys, oh my God, here, you know, because you know I'm probably not going to do it, but you guys know, I wrote, I said in my article, like, I wanted to play it, and then the night before this event, I was like, I probably should just play Chaos Dragons. I was getting destroyed by everyone. The night before, everybody ran the train on me. It was like Alistair, Silverman, like Billy, like everyone just like beat me, like destroyed me Friday night, and I was just like, you know what? I don't like any deck. I switched my deck 3 times. You were there.
Yeah.
We were playing, and I had Windups built, I had Insectus built, I had Rabbit built, and every deck I played, I just got destroyed. And I was like, I hate every deck. I'm playing Dragons tomorrow. And everybody was like, stop, just stop. Like you're gonna get destroyed. You play Dragons. And I probably would have done a lot better if I played Dragons. So, but I don't know. I want to play for Chicago, but now I just expect it. It's not as it's never as good as when it's expected. Like GK, so it's never as good. When people expect it, it's never as good. So.
Let me see the extra deck.
Oh yeah. So, against Nazar in game 2, I misplayed because I didn't have 2 Utopias in my extra deck. Because I could have made Utopia Ray off my top deck Rabbit, and it would have killed him. But I play 2 Levier, 1 Utopia, 1 Utopia Ray, 2 Logia, 2 Dolka, of course, 2 Dolka, 1 Giga Brilliant, 1 Acid Golem of Destruction, 1 Leviathan, 1 Zenmeister. This is what I was going to summon against Nazar. In the one game where he had Logia, but I had a Lance set, and I was like, I could just summon Logia, Lance, and attack. Instead of having this, attack, then flip Snowman face down, then flip back face up, destroy his Levier, because I took his Levier with my control. But it was like, this is going to be like 22. If he has like a rabbit or anything, I just lose. So I was like, I'm not doing it. And then, Zenmate, of course, Cataster. And I know a lot of people heard about this. Submersible Carrier Arrow Shark. He's a Gellin Duo. I actually killed the Gellin Duo this weekend with this, but yeah, I was about to kill Nazar with it, but I opted to just make Leviathan Dragon instead, because I felt like it could have just been Snowman Eater. But he had a lot of monsters move for play, and he was low, game 2 or something. And I was just like, yeah, it was game 2, and I was just like, I wonder if this will get there. Like, if I got a Dark Contest, it just didn't work out, so. But this card is really good for Rabbit, and I should have run 2 Utopia. This card never came out this whole weekend. This card is awful. Awful. For me, it was awful. And this card never came out either. So one of these has to get cut. So that's the whole deck.
All right, well, thank you, Frazier, and we all look forward to another ARG article.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll be writing about probably dragons again.
All right, you already know. If it's not pro, it got to go. Deuces.